Hi everybody! Today I'm metal detecting in the front yard again in an area that I haven't touched yet. So let's see what we can find in this house that has a cornerstone of 1907 right over there. And the owner before my grandparents built up the house and the barn and all the buildings that I'll show you in the old picture at the end of the video from 1908. And he was a big sheep herder, cattle and horses, so he had lots of buildings. And he came here in 1883. He bought it from the previous owner that hadn't built up the ranch much, I heard. He came in 1873, and apparently the house was sitting here, but we're not real sure, and moved over there when they built this one. So that owner lived here till 1923 and sold to my great-granddad, and then my granddad took over shortly after. So who knows what we could find here in the front yard. I've found a few things so far, some wheat cents and an old sheep tag, which was really cool. You can see in one of my other videos. So I'm gonna try the middle part of the yard. Now people will oftentimes sit here in lawn chairs in the summertime in the shade. So who knows what we could find here. Let's get started. Well, my first target was some kind of 22 shell that's it's kind of broken, and it was down there pretty deep. 5 or 6 inches. All right, let's see what else we can find. Okay, I heard some like tromping, and I looked up and there some deer ran in to check for some apples over there. The wind's blowing this way so they can't smell me. Okay, I just got a good signal down in this area right here. It's a 78 repeating. So let's do a live dig, guys. Watch out, Pepper. Watch out, Pepper. Using my Excalibur shovel, it cuts right into this yard very neatly, so I can clean it up and nobody will know. Okay, what will we have? Oh dear. It's another 22 shell. Interesting. Anything else in here? Oh, something down there. Maybe another 22 shell. Let's check it out, guys. Okay, this time I got some kind of either a nail or a wire. Sometimes Okay, something else in there. There's a big root down in here. There used to be a tree that sat right in this spot, or close by anyways, but it fell down during the Columbus Day storm, 1962. Hi, little deer. Are you finding some apples down there? They say, yeah, we're doing great. Dude, I just pulled out this lid. Looks like a paint can. And you know, the color they painted this house is that color. I wonder if this is one of the original paint cans that painted this house by my grandparents. Okay, this says Ponds, and it's apostrophe S. So maybe this was the cold cream. Wow, maybe Grandma's cold cream. Does anybody know how old this kind of lid would be? Let me know, please. Got another 22 shell down that hole, right over here. Wonder if there's anything else down there. Well, this was screaming at me. It was just a couple inches down. Yep. Wonder if Dad shot an elk from this spot. Who knows? Okay, about 4 inches down, I found this, like, possibly part of a rivet or something. Oh, another 22 shell down this hole, and I still hear something down there, so maybe it's another one. We'll check it out. Another bullet shell down about 4 or 5 inches. Okay, I found another one down that hole. It looks broken and bent. I don't know how old that would be. Okay, so I mentioned the 1962 Columbus Day storm that knocked down a tree over here somewhere in the yard. There's a little hole over there. Somewhere here in the middle, there was a big tree that fell down during that storm and fell that direction. Dad was living here with his parents, and he might have been done with college by then. And so it was his job to clean up the tree. And all he had was a hand saw. And he showed me the saw. It's out in the bunkhouse. It's kind of a longer one, but still a hand saw. But he said that's all I had to do was eat, sleep, and cut up trees. So he got it all done himself. He's a hard worker. So also during the Columbus Day storm, Dad said it tore off a lot of the metal roofing and sent it up that way a ways. And he used a lot of that metal roofing to put on the bunkhouse roof because it was getting bad. So there was a lot of repairs after that Columbus Day storm of 1962. Interesting thing is, Guam, where I lived for 30 years, had a giant typhoon during 1962, like, I forget the date, but if it was either end of November or beginning of December, but one of the strongest typhoons ever to hit Guam was Karen in 1962. So, interesting weather. And I was born 4 years later. Okay, look at this giant thing. Got out of there. What is that? Down about 5 inches. Okay, I got 2 22 shells and the big one out of one hole. Well, I got this thing down about 6 inches. Not sure what it is. Well, I cleaned the dirt off a little bit. The end of it looks like octagon shapes to me, but I'm not really sure. Well, it's time to stop my dig today. I did find something interesting here at the end. I'll show you in the wrap-up. And just have a lot more ground to cover in this old yard. And there's a lot of nails in this yard. Thankfully, I kind of know what the sound is for the nails, so I'm not digging up so many of those. So let's go check what is the final find of the day, down about 8 inches. All right, so this was my last target. I'm not sure what that is. Is it a sprinkler that went in the ground? But it was down like 8 inches. So it's got to be old. And this rang up an 80. Yeah, that's why I dug it up. And these were in there with it. And there's something else in there with it that's iron. I figured something else like that. So that was interesting. And I guess my favorite find of the day, either that or the pond's lid. I don't know any information about this. And got 3 big bullets. 2, 4, 6, 7, 22 shells. This one, which I'm not sure what these are. Some nails, a piece of metal, that. So, nothing super good today, but interesting finds. We'll see what I find next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Here's a picture my grandma took back in the 1950s, and you can see that big tree that blew down during the Columbus Day storm. A lot of things look the same and a lot of things look different. And here's a shot of the ranch in 1908. Join me in these videos to go on some more treasure hunting adventures. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and smash that like button. Thank you so much for watching.